Wherever you are in Pucón, you can't escape the menacing form of Villarrica volcano. You can really see the smoke rising from the crater. So the Villarrica volcano has been active for the last 2 months, but yesterday it increased its activity. Level of the danger has gone up. Where we are staying now for the next 2 days, if we walk down the road, we can actually see the volcano just in the distance. So we're gonna be walking around here and just having a look at the volcano every so often, especially at night time, when hopefully we can see some lava. This is our cabin just outside of Pucón. So we're here for 2 days and we're going to take a bus from here to Argentina in 2 days. This is the main reason why we're here, but of course Pucón is also a very touristy area and there is a lot of things to do and see in this area. Mainly the Villarrica volcano, and it is erupting currently. You can see the smoke rising from it, so that's also really cool. But yes, we've got a 3-bedroom cabin for about £50 a night, which is, I think, an extremely good deal, especially in the high season here.
Beautiful wooden cabin. Done very nicely. Beautiful.
There's a nice kitchen, Julia's bedroom, our bedroom, and the spare one. And there's the bathroom. On our first day in Pucón, we have come to Tres Saltos, or 3 waterfalls, and it was 3,000 pesos per person entry fee, which I think if you're spending the whole day here and going swimming, and there's a swimming pool as well, it's great, that's really great value. But if you're just coming to see the waterfalls, the view of the first waterfall is actually the best. But it is very crowded and loud and full of people. The second waterfall is much quieter, there's nobody else here, but you have to climb up quite a steep path, which is very difficult to do in the summer heat, and also if you haven't done any walks for a few months, like we haven't. We are now at the third waterfall, which is on top of the second waterfall, behind me there.
Yeah.
Where did he go?
Must have run straight back out again.
Must have. The chicken just came in.
Okay, who ordered the chicken? Polar bear.
You're a big dog. He's walked off now.
Polar bear.
He's like a polar bear. Oh, it is so hot. It's now 9 PM I think, and it's still just way too hot inside. So we want to go see the volcano again, but we can't get past these goose.
Well, I can, I'll get the car.
Well, yeah, but just with the car. They just started chasing us.
Yeah.
Well, that's the first time I've run away from a goose. It was just started chasing us. Wow, you can see the red.
Wow. God, you can't see that with the naked eye. Jeez, yeah, you can.
So we needed to store our car somewhere, and I contacted 3 Airbnbs that we were thinking about staying at in Pucón, and asked them if we stay there for 2 nights, would they allow us to keep our car there for an extra 3 days while we go to Argentina, and we would be happy to pay extra for it. One of them wrote back saying that that's fine, but they would charge 25,000 pesos per day. The other one wanted to charge 50,000 pesos for all 3 days, and the third replied saying, yeah, just leave it, no problem at all, it will be safe. So we booked that one. We're now driving towards Villarrica, which is of course active at the moment, and we are quite close now. Behind me is Villarrica, or Villarrica, I think, volcano, which is active at the moment. It's one of the most active volcanoes in Chile, and currently the activity inside of it is increased, and the towns around it are on yellow alert level. Surprising how close we can get here. There's a far less activity here at the moment, but at the moment you can still see a bit of the smoke coming out. It's only happening every so often now, but yesterday it was happening all the time. The exclusion zone at the moment is only about 1 kilometer around the crater, which is not very far. So that is it for our time in Pucón. It was a very brief visit, but we mainly came here so that we can take a bus to Argentina. When you arrive in Chile, you get a 90-day visa given to you. You can either extend that by going to the government and paying $100 per person, per adult, to extend it, and providing all sorts of documents that we couldn't quite work out what exactly they were asking. It was a bit vague. Or you can extend it by crossing into Argentina or Bolivia or Peru, basically crossing the border and then coming back. And when you come back, for the first time at least, they give you another extension, so another 90 days. If you do it more than once, they might not. They might give you less than that, but it should work, hopefully, for one extension. So that's what we're going to do. So we booked a bus ticket with Igillaima or something like that. Anyway, the bus company, and it's the only one that we could find that goes from Pucón to Argentina. And also it seemed to be the cheapest one. So it was 19,000 pesos per person each way, which is cheaper than Mendoza, because Mendoza seemed, well, the cheapest ones we could find were like £400 for the three of us return, which is ridiculous. So this seemed like the best option. And it's a 4.5-hour drive, including the border crossing, so it should be nice and quick. We'll see how the border crossing goes. That's one big bus. Wow.
Avancez.
We're in Argentina now, and wow, what a view. We're going back into the bus. That was easy. None of our SIM cards work in Argentina, so we're currently standing at a pathway and next to the library. The library has free internet, so we just logged into their Wi-Fi and messaging the Airbnb host to sort out getting in there, because she wanted us to message before, so we needed to find somewhere with Wi-Fi.
Oh, here we go, Paula. 20 minutes something, I don't know. Oh, this is the right one. You can't get out that gate. That is dangerous. You need a key for the gate.
We think we're in the right place, hopefully. The lady isn't here yet. But you need a key to get out. That is so dangerous. You could get in, but not get out.
So we need to tell her that.
So it's quite well past the time when she was supposed to meet us, and we don't know what to do. We tried to log into the internet, into the Wi-Fi of the apartment, because they gave us the code on Airbnb, but it says there's no internet connection on it, even though we did log into it, but there's no internet connection. So I'm hoping there is actually internet, because it costs like £100 a night, this place, so it better has internet. And we're also locked ourselves in the apartment block, so...
I've been stuck inside an apartment block before.
Yeah, that is very dangerous. We are in! This is our apartment. There's not much to it. Your money does not get you a lot here in Argentina, at least not in San Martín. There's a small lounging kitchen. Okay, and then a bedroom.
3 stories.
Are you happy that you've got your own story for your bedroom?
No.
Not really. No. Why not?
Interesting.
Oh, is it?
I'm not gonna be friendly. It's not the worst.
Okay.
One of the oddest check-ins I've ever seen. Anyway.
We've got a balcony, and let's go have a look at Julie's room. Alright, this is Julie's room. It's not bad. £100 a night, but you know. And we have a very small balcony. Well, we're in Argentina at least, so we've just come to Pizza Cala to have dinner. The wind is blowing a hoolie.
The wind is heading that way, so do that.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We're in Argentina. So a bottle of wine was 1,500 Argentinian pesos, which is pretty good for a bottle of wine in well, pizzeria. Pepperoni in Spanish doesn't mean pepperoni. Okay, well, it's tomatoes and olives. You like both though, so you'll be fine, but...
Yeah, that's a lot of cheese.
Chips with cheddar. It's not the British cheddar. That's not what cheddar tastes like, or has the consistency of.
No,
Definitely not.
But unfortunately, the town in England called Cheddar didn't register the name, so therefore people are allowed to make their versions
really?
around the world. Yes.
The pizza is really good. Really, really good. So we just went into a grocery shop and Pringles there were £6, but they were 1,200 Argentinian pesos, which is the same amount as the wine in a restaurant, a bottle of wine in a restaurant. We're definitely not paying that much for crisps. The bus from Pucón to San Martín de los Andes was supposed to be 4.5 hours. It ended up being 6.5 hours, so it was 2 hours late. But otherwise, it was a very comfortable journey. And there's USB ports, there's lights, there's toilets, I think, but I didn't use it. It was completely comfortable, and the border was also very easy. Signed out of Chile easily, got into Argentina very easily. All they wanted was where we're staying in Argentina and one of our email address, and that was it.
Difficult to tell when you put it on.
Okay, we are in the big supermarket and the Doritos are £5. They're nearly 1,000 Argentinian dollars. It's very windy. Now that we are away from the lake, it is much warmer, but by the lake it was so windy. It was ridiculously windy. We struggled to eat our lunch there. So we looked at the few places to have lunch at, but it's not the cheapest of places here. Yesterday's pizza was probably the best value, and so we decided to go to the supermarket and just get a few bits. Michael got a bit of a shock at the supermarket because they actually wanted a physical card. You can use Google Pay there. And also they wanted our passport and the passport number.
You actually ended up with my Isle of Man driving license.
Yes, because they couldn't tell the difference between the driving license and the passport or ID cards.
Yeah.
Julie's hot chocolate, churros. Okay, so we've ended up in Dublin Bar, apparently. And we've got some beer, got a litre of beer. Julia got chocolate and churros. And so we should be set for the next hour. Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, we're not vegan. We very rarely eat meat or any animal products. And we haven't eaten beef in about 3 years. But we thought we're in Argentina, so we may as well try it out. We might be in a lot of pain afterwards and for the next few days. Because our stomachs just aren't used to it.
Last time I ate steak was in Africa, probably.
Yeah, about 5 years ago.
Nice, right?
Is it good?
Very. Very nice. I mean, there's no carbon monoxide checker. There's no smoke alarms. I mean, it's got an indoor gas boiler. I mean, it's lethal. It's classified as illegal, I think, in most Europe, but you won't see that in Europe.
I've never seen that before. I only just realised that that's a flame.
Yeah. If the ventilation shaft, which will be above that, blocks for some reason, maybe it gets blown, maybe it gets damaged, maybe a bird builds a nest in it, then all the carbon monoxide slowly builds up in the pipe and then comes out and kills everybody in the flat. And the awful thing with carbon monoxide is you just fall asleep. It's one of its terrible things. You just do not know it's happening. You just fall asleep.
Well, that's a cheery thought.
Yeah, it is. I know.
Especially
as soon as
since
I
we...
saw that last night, I was not happy that was there. There's no carbon monoxide checker here.
So there's a Harry Potter shop in Argentina.
So, no, I'm not crazy. My mom had me test the cup.
No. From Big Bang. No. Yeah. It is cold.
Yeah. They like going outside in groups.
It is so windy.
It's the rock bending with the wind. It's like the Isle of Man.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, it's vicious. The sun is nice and warm, but the wind is vicious. It's exactly like the Isle of Man. Beautiful view though.
This is very unpleasant.
It is. It's vicious. If we're looking rough this morning, it's because we had a horrendous night last night. At around 3 a.m, the neighbors started banging on the walls. It sounded like they were throwing things, talking really loudly or arguing, I'm not sure. And then that kept going till about 4-ish a.m. and then at 4:30 a.m. their alarms went off. And the phones must have been right on the other side of the wall to our bed. So it was really loud and it kept going on and on and on. They wouldn't turn it off till about 5 a.m. So that was horrendous. But anyway, we're now gonna go and have some lunch. So we are back at Dublin South Pub. We liked it yesterday so much, we've come back. And this time for lunch. So we're gonna try some of the food that they do. And of course we've ordered more imperial beer. This time it's an amber one.
That's very nice. Yeah, that's an amber one.
Our waiter speaks very good English and he's really lovely, very friendly and chatty. So yeah, we're enjoying ourselves now. It's much warmer today. The wind isn't as cold.
It just comes off the ocean. Well, not the ocean, but the
lake and the mountains.
Yeah.
It was viciously cold yesterday.
Oh, of course, the mountains probably have got snow and everything on them, so the air is very cold and probably gets sucked down.
Probably.
Yeah, because it was really, really viciously cold. So unfortunately today we've all got our jumpers on. We just spoiled in them.
We did, walking here. And Julia's gonna get her hot chocolate again, so she's gonna be happy. Anyone else drinks hot chocolate like Julia? With a spoon?
What? They gave me a spoon.
We've already eaten the crisps, but he brought us a whole thing, full bowl of crisps as well. And another bowl of peanuts for Julia, since she likes peanuts with her hot chocolate.
Indian pale ale, that's it.
Is it an interesting taste? Salty peanuts and hot chocolate.
I was having crisps. I don't taste anything. I don't taste. I don't.
To be honest,
They don't
salt,
mix.
yeah, salt and chocolate works really well together. Because that's how you get the that salted caramel. What do you think?
No, he conocido gente de Eslovenia, de Suiza, de Suecia, de todos lados. Sí, yo soy acá. Acá nacido, ¿viste? Y es muy loco porque yo cuando era chico no estaba ese tipo de turismo. Era un turismo mucho más.
Does that work?
Yeah, and I'll probably be on Twitter now.
I got a vegan burger. Michael and Julia are going to share a hamburger because there's no way you.
Steak burger, that.
That's huge. There's no way you can eat all of that on your own.
Okay, here I have the French fries for...
Brilliant, thank you.
Do you want a
That's
photo?
a lot. That is a lot of fries. Wow,
¿Eres de Uruguay?
that's a big thing of fries.
No.
Fries and chocolate don't work.
Oh, actually the empanadas could go in.
Some empanadas as well.
Gente que idolatra Uruguay.
That's a lot of food.
Yeah, that is a lot of
Pero en
food.
Argentina se toma.
We might have too much,
Yeah.
Culturalmente,
Agreed.
especially with the crisps and the peanuts as well.
Me eat rolls.
no, el sur es muy diferente.
Sorry?
Esta ciudad, este otro país dentro del mundo.
Yeah.
Sorry?
I don't know.
That burger's good, isn't it? It's really amazing. The steak burger is really, really nice. I don't even like meat, and that is a really, really good burger. That's very tasty. It's very lean. The meat is really lean, not like what you get in the UK normally, where it's just fat. This is nice. And the vegan burger is also really nice. A tip for you if you're coming to Argentina. Unless you are from the Channel Islands or the Isle of Man, like we are, the best way to get Argentinian dollars is by getting the Western Union app and transferring money from your account to Western Union and then drawing it out in the Western Union branch here in Argentina. That way you get twice the amount of Argentinian dollars as you do by using a credit card or by drawing out cash in any other way. Unfortunately, if you are from the Isle of Man or the Channel Islands, like we are, then tough luck. You can't use Western Union app. So we are paying twice the amount that you could if you come to Argentina and you're from anywhere else. So for us, it's turning out to be quite expensive here, but if you use the Western Union app, it's extremely cheap. So if you're not from the Isle of Man or the Channel Islands, that's what you should do.
Can we just have those plastic ones? Those ones, the little plastic ones? Yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, sí, gracias.
That'll be fine, gracias.
Dos? Sí.
The lunch can go in if you want to do it. I watched it, she did it with her
Pink
parents, speaking in Spanish as well. That must be standard pretzels. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so the second time we went shopping in the shop was much easier. We just knew what we were doing and put the actual credit card in and put the PIN code in and gave the, Michael's driving license instead of the passport.
Flippy, get your shoes
There is
on,
glass
darling.
everywhere,
I
yes.
just said don't walk towards it.
Okay, so Michael was opened the fridge up and the shelf fell down.
Don't shelf that out.
And of course the glass of wine that was there also fell out.
Luckily our food wasn't. I'd have been bloody fuming if our food had fallen out. That was a good thing it wasn't the bottle on that shelf.
Yeah.
That would have, luckily it was just a small glass.
We are catching a 6:30 a.m. bus, so it's just before 6 a.m. and we're walking to the bus station because it's quite a walk still. This is it for Argentina. It was a very short trip. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they will have worked and we will get our visa extension, because that was the main reason for coming here, is to get our visa for Chile extended. Now we're just sat at the bus station.
I think now I'm beginning to feel a bit shell-shocked.
Yeah.
I think the adrenaline just got us going.
Yep. Is it? We've checked out of Argentina and hopefully we'll check into Chile without any problems. And we are back. So, and I can see the car. That was really easy 3 days in Argentina. The bus was very easy. On the way there it was 6.5 hours, the way back it was 7 hours. So a bit longer than it was supposed to be, but the ride was easy. We felt safe, which is always important. And yeah,
The driver drove well.
The driver drove very well. Then we just took an Uber back to our last Airbnb in Chile and to get our car. We also bought a wine and chocolates for the hosts, because they've been more than helpful. They've been extremely good. So. And there's our car. So yeah, it was all safe and sound while we were in Argentina.